Okay, now this is just the start. Which major labor laws don't get updated? Okay, Bipin will teach you everything you can do autonomously. You can do compliance. Okay, I'll show you how the HR managers have benefited. You can do much more than this. Nishant knows, he has been in our course and he has been learning from Ashok Naik sir. I'll ask him to speak in a bit. Now, which major laws don't get replaced and what HR managers must know about them? Sexual harassment of women at workplace act stays as it is. There's a lot of innovation to do. You know why? There are a lot of gray areas in the act. Okay. One thing is that I must understand what the law says, but I have to go beyond. If you want to make a great workplace, okay, few things you will need to do is that you will have to customize your policies. You will have to have a functional internal complaints committee. You will have to have a robust complaint making system. You will have to do proper inquiry. It has to be very tight. Clear principles, good trainings. Employees need to know how it works. You may need to make it gender neutral, should be applicable to members of all genders, not just women. All those things, if you want to learn how to do, okay, then that support is available. But that is what HR managers of today are required to do, because this law has put in some level of protection. How do you fully implement that? How do you enhance that? There are many complications which arise when you're operating in hotel industry, hospitality industry, banks, because they are customer facing. When you're doing this in malls, again, there's a big challenge. Factories is a different challenge. A lot of times workmen may want a different, they culturally they look at this differently, so you have to do some orientation around that before you can sensitize them on the provisions. You cannot do any employment training on this law by saying this is the law you need to follow. You will have a revolt in the organization. When I used to conduct trainings for organizations, whether it is Fortune 500 companies or a government organization like TIFAC, this was really important, or a construction company like JCP. Okay, what we had to always see is that the are we actually being able to respond to the cultural context of the trainees. Okay, and the law says सबको sensitize करना है. So you can't say, oh, corporate office में हो गया, factories में we haven't done. That won't happen. There's a return that has to go to your local district or district magistrate, and then in your central company may, when the report comes, annual report, your director has to say that we are complying with the POSH Act. Okay, then Shops and Establishments Act of relevant states are continuing to be applicable. They don't get replaced, will not get replaced. Tasks remain the same. EPF Act does not uh, does not get replaced. Okay, stays where it was. Okay, Profession Tax Act applicable only to select states. Okay, let me just confirm the PF1 from social. No, Code on Social Security is taking it in. EPF Act gets replaced, but provisions are very, very similar. Shops and Establishments Act doesn't get replaced. Profession Tax Act doesn't get replaced. It's applicable only in some states. We've written where it's applicable. So Profession Tax Act continues to apply. Specialized PF laws for seamen and workers in coal mines. You'll have to see that act is separate. Apprentices Act doesn't get changed. Okay, what are the unique things? In some industries, you will be hiring apprentices. They are applicable to designated trades. There's a list of professions in which you can hire apprentices, and there is a stipend that is written. Something like a 7,500 amount is written to be paid as a stipend, and you will have to. It's not under minimum wages. It's a different. The act itself has a stipend. It was amended recently with the rules also being amended. The apprenticeship contract has to be registered with an apprenticeship advisor. Leave provisions are different from Shops and Establishments Act or Payment of Wages Act or your Code on Wages. Then there is something called the National Employability Enhancement Mission. Various industries, big companies will have NEEM trainees. How many of you hire NEEM trainees? Let me know if in your organization you all have NEEM trainees. So engagement through a NEEM facilitator is needed. That person must be compliant with the AICTE scheme. Duration is 3 to 36 months. Designated work hours, overtime is not allowed without approval of supervisor. Supervisor meaning in the organization, not the NEEM person. Leaves must follow the organization's policy. So you notice the difference. When you're hiring interns, you could have apprentices not covered by the Apprentices Act. You could have apprentices under Apprentices Act. You could have NEEM trainees. Okay, these are separate categories, and Skill AB you will have to create a framework. Okay, for accidents, your liabilities of the NEEM facilitator. Child Labor Act with updates is not replaced.